Thanks to our friends at The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video. Visit fool.com/ASYM for the top 10 stocks to buy right now. We're now years into Tesla buying SolarCity, this company that was supposed to create this vision of this grand energy company. That has obviously not come to fruition. Tesla is not making many solar panels. The solar roof is not a significant product in their business. And now they're actually making an even bigger shift in their solar business. So I want to detail exactly what we know right now and what that might look like in the future. My name is Travis Hoyam. Thanks for watching Asymmetric Investing. Please subscribe here on YouTube for all my content. And if you like this video, check out my newsletter, Asymmetric Investing, in the show notes. And I want to go to a recent report from Electrek. And here's where Electrek is reporting that Tesla is actually changing its solar strategy, laying off the workers that were actually installing solar panels. If you remember back, SolarCity was primarily an installation company. It was not a solar panel manufacturer or an inverter manufacturer. It was basically lining up financing and then actually doing the installation of solar equipment, but other people were making that equipment. That was their primary business. That changed a lot under Tesla because part of the reason for the acquisition was the Silevo plant that is in New York. That clearly has not worked out as planned. And then there was the solar roof, which I think is probably a disappointment to say the least. And now what Tesla is doing is they're leaning into just being a component manufacturer. So this would be a strategy more similar to a company like Canadian Solar or SolarEdge or Enphase, trying to sell components into the market. And some of the components are exactly what a lot of these other companies are making. So the solar inverter is something that Tesla is really leaning into. This is what allows them to control where energy is coming from and where it's going to. This ties into the Powerwall. That's probably the product that you know a little bit more about. There's a number of different configurations of the Powerwall, and sometimes it can be tied in with solar. But the idea here is that the energy storage system, the Powerwall, and the inverter are actually going to work together to be the brains of your home. So that's how you're able to charge your electric vehicle with energy that you're producing on your roof, or how you can monetize by sending energy back to the grid at times of high usage. Those two things really tie together. And I think what Tesla is really seeing is that they want to have the value of being the inverter or Powerwall company without having to go to the expense and the trouble of actually installing the system. So they're going to go through what they call certified installers. This is a very similar model to what SunPower is doing, although they have moved into acquiring some installers as well. And then the other big competitor in this space would be Sunrun. As the solar business has actually gotten a lot more difficult in the last few years, partly because of rising interest rates, partly because kind of the low-hanging fruit has already been picked, the business has gotten a lot tougher. And this has not really been a big focus for Tesla for quite a while. They've been selling a lot of Powerwalls to third-party installers. And that seems to be what they're really leaning into, is just growing that business and not being in the installation business. So probably the right move for them, but it does take another installer out of the market. Could potentially leave a bigger market for companies like SunPower and Sunrun, who are really the only two major players in the US in solar installations. So a lot of changes going on here, but this is how Tesla is changing their business, and there could be cascading impacts across the market. What do you think about these changes? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to Asymmetric Investing. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you here next time.